section will be on the general Q&A.
Okay.
So there will be the agenda for today's interview. So I
Mhm.
think we can start for the first one. So could you tell me about yourself?
Okay. My name is Muhammad Yasin. Maybe I will tell you about previous three job, right? Is that fine? Or
Yeah.
maybe you need more? Okay. In this latest, right? I work as contract to making. Eh. So the problem is I work at Pakaranda. It's some kind of what we call it public accountant company. Like yeah, it's not the big four, but it's also big in Indonesia. They need so the problem is they cannot track their what they have a lot of user and what do you call it, they have a lot of employee, whether it is contract or whether it is project based and whether it is permanent. They need a system to make sure that everything is counted because they count by what do you call it, by time, right? Because they are accountant, so they need that, and they need to arrange whether uh, and from that base they need to arrange some kind of what we call it a payment, right? Based on project or based on company, and also based on what we call it level of the user. So uh, the old one they using some kind of Excel. It's not a very good one, right? So they need to combine all, and there's a lot of process in there. So they need to automate that because there's a lot of what we call it automation, like calculation about how many if so the problem is this: they uh, often over budgeting in one project, some kind of that. They want to know whether which one have a over budget and which one it doesn't, because if the company come, they have a lot of different what we call it different regularity, right? Some company will give sick leave, or if medical expenses, some company doesn't give medical expenses, some kind of that. They also want to make sure about uh, whether which company does pay in time and which company doesn't pay in time, so they can see whether it's still healthy to work with them or not. So I make what we call it a system for that, for the employee or also for the finance. So the project is combined, right? Using a Django. Why I'm using Django? Because I'm not using Django and Docker. There's what we call it Django cookie cutter that make sure that use what we call it feature that Fast API has. So they it what we call it it has a load balancer in Docker, so it can handle many traffic in there. That's for the back end. For the front end, I'm using Full3. The reason I'm using Full3 is uh, because of the time, right? So if I'm using other than Full3, I think with the resources I have, I already talked to the manager for this. For the resources that the company has, it cannot be achieved in time. So we decide to use a Full3 in there. In there for the state management, we don't use Vuex because it has what do you call it? It has a lot of trouble, so we change it into Pinia for the what we call it for the state management, and we're using a table-based plugin like Vue3 Easy Tables to make sure that everything is dynamic and everything uh, is continuous. And yeah, I think that's all. For the Django one, we're using REST API for everything, and yeah, it's pretty standard, like a Django filter, and also what we call it for tests is the test and others, some kind of that. Yeah.
Okay, go
Okay.
first. All right. Okay. So, I want to get a context, right? So how big is the team that is working on this accounting system
For the IT one or not for the IT one?
for the one that you're working on?
Yeah, it's about not so big, like it's about 3 people for this
Three
one. Yes,
people.
and for this one, mostly I work for the full stack, right? So I handle mostly all.
Okay.
Okay.
So your front end is using Django, REST
No, no.
framework.
Front end is using
Your
Vue.
front end is using LinkTree. Your back
Yes.
end is Django REST framework,
Yes.
and then you deploy using Docker.
Yes.
So where is the application hosted?
Application hoster is in what we call it. The first one they put it in Niagara hoster, and after that they change it into what we call it Ardata, if I'm not mistaken. So they remove it to Ardata, and the reason why I asked for why you moved there, for the manager, he say that every what we call it every application mostly in Ardata. I will kill you. I give you. I forgot the name, but it most likely same as a Niagara hoster.
Mm.
Okay, so you also play the role as a DevOps because you are also monitor the infra usage for storage and bandwidth. So you play a lot of roles in this at Parker Russell.
Yes, yes, some kind of that.
Uh, okay. Afan?
So, are you in the technical or also involved into the like a business process end to end? Like that.
For this one, I think I
Mhm.
involved in all because
Oh,
uh,
oh.
okay, because what I face is the client is all is non-technical, right? So I have to
Mm-hmm.
give estimation. They ask me why it's so expensive for the what do you call it for the back end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the problem is here. They have an email in the our data and they want to combine it with application that we have. The problem is when I ask for the we call it vendor or where maybe provider, right? Is
Mm-hmm.
there a possibility that I want to open the port of five for the uh, Postgres SQL, and they said, yeah, you can do that, but it's if anything happen with the email processing, that's on you. Said that. So to make sure that it doesn't go it work well for both of that. The first time I said we need to dockerize the PostgreSQL, but there's something in there that you will understand that it's not very stable because the what do you call it the ideal thing is post for the database is outside of Docker because there's a lot. What do we call it? Yeah, you can use it inside the Docker, but sometimes if there is no automation or Kubernetes in there, if the Docker is if the Docker is overload and they yeah the Docker sometimes they can shut down, right? We have to manually open that and maybe sometimes things happen that I think is a risk. I already told that. So the uh, the solution that I came up that we have to put it into another server that we can have a control of it. So they put it in under another project, same as audit. So they what they call they rent another VPS in there, put the Postgres in there, and open the port for accessing the Postgres. And also, I asked another what do you call it another folder in home to make sure that it can be accessed like S3 for putting image and others. So if anything happens in Docker, they just need to restart it or make a script to make sure that it will be restarted. Yeah, many things are what we call it uh, uh, kind of hacky because they don't use what we call it automation. I want to install Grafana for monitoring, but I don't think it's possible, right? Because there's a lot of thing in there. I'm just what do you call it? Have a restriction. If I install that, I'm afraid that it will it will break the email, and we have to fix that. It's not what we call it. Yeah, it's not efficient right there. But I already suggest the management for, yeah, the best thing is make the email and the server is different VPS to make sure that we can have a control and we can monitorize. And if something that like the Docker down and others, we can have a notification in there like email or SMS like that. But the discussion is there. Yeah, there will be another cost because it's not cheap, right? Yeah, maybe there will be another cost, and they don't think that it can be applicable for the short term. Yeah, some kind of that.
Okay, so basically, you said that you already exposure that the decision technology that you made is from the business also.
Yes, for that.
Okay, thank you. So I think we can end here for the first section.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for introduction. So I think we can start for the second part of the interview. So this part will be on the live coding. So let me share your link. Okay, could you see this link?
Okay.
Yeah, you can open it. Okay,
Yes.
I did it in there. So could you mind to share a screen for this section?
Okay. If there, can I? Oh, is that okay if I record this or there's not? Just for my